When I get that feeling, I want some spiritual healing. So I found another Schumann resonance from Sapien medicine. So again, that's the 7.83 hertz. Again, when you can listen to it and attune to it, you're going to have a better body, mind, and soul, and it's going to give you that grounding energy, as well as 4.32 hertz can give you the grounding energy as well, just like going out in the grass with your bare feet. And again, where I live in London, Ontario, Canada, it's the unhappiest city in Canada. And again, it's because the government's up there in drones covering the sun every minute. When the sun is peeking out just for that moment, I think the people that live here in the community, some of the things I'm coming to learn on my spiritual awakening is I think that's just the way the city wanted it. Not the people that don't know, but the people that know, there's a reason why they like it dark. They like to cover up shit too. And they like to lie. And again, that's the narcissist. So remember, wherever you are on the planet today, don't get manipulated, gaslit, or triangulated like I am. Remember, I've walked away from these people years ago. And there's nothing worse and more disgusting when somebody's trying to make you slur your words, close your throat chakra. Again, not being able to fully express yourself in whatever way, shape, or form that you want to. So remember, 122 on the timer, if you're in a relationship with one of these people, they don't want you to have any passions, goals, life force, vitality, which is life force, friends, anything going on for yourself. So again, they keep you isolated. Again, they could clone out your phone in the bigger picture like they did to me. Cloned out my phone, took my Facebook, mail fraud, 144 on the timer. If you know what that means. So again, it starts out small in a relationship or a family dynamic with narcissists like that again. And again, with me, in the targeted individual program, when you get away from them all, they can't have that either because they just want to feel like they're so important, right? How could she? How could she walk away from us? Who does she think she is? Does she know who we are? That's their mentality. Now, I'll ask you right now, if you're in a relationship like that, do you really like that person? Do you want to be around a cocky person? So remember, 222 on the timer. When you go out on a date, always see how the person you're with talks to the staff, talks to the waitress or the waiter. That's going to be a good indication to what kind of person they are. Are they talking about themselves the whole time? Do they ask you any questions? Do they ask you, how are you today? That's going to be some good indications of the kind of person you're going to bring into your frame. So again, your frame, you're the one that's done the work on yourself. Your energy, your vital life force that you don't want to give away to these people. Again, most of them are crooks, liars, and scum taking advantage of everyone. Namaste. And they make you do a ventriloquist thing as well. I'm going to keep talking because again, the short would take hours for them to let it go up. Jealous, envy, hate, rage. So again, I'm making the video. Again, the trigger would allow somebody to go into a maybe detox, rehab, a meeting, a counselor, letting anything out. But again, the trigger for a narcissist, it makes them have more revenge. So again, they're not going to get their head around the Schumann resonance. They're going to revenge. They're going to retaliate. And they're going to grab a big angry mob, 333 on the timer. And that's what they're going to do. That's how they're going to just sit there in their shit like a Huggies diaper, Pampers wearing piece of shit. And they're just going to let that shit flow everywhere. They're a shit stain. And now the diarrhea that comes out of their mouth on a smear campaign is coming out because their insides are rotting, that they are going to be putting on that Huggies diaper. And again, it is diarrhea. Diarrhea of the mouth, diarrhea out of their ass. And again, probably diarrhea from other places as well. Because again, they have so many STDs because they have so many addictions. Remember, they hate you when you're sick. But remember, they're the one that gave you their sickness. So again, they're very, very, very good at scalar weaponizing you. They're very, very good at tasering you in the targeted individual program. They're very good at humiliating you. They're very good at financially abusing you, emotionally abusing you, isolating you, not allowing you to have the freedom. And again, they're scalar weaponizing my head right now, which could be nanobots. So I'm going to drop the nanobots one in. I'd like the people around the world now to start waking up and start acknowledging what AI nanobots are and the harm they can do all over your body. Again, enforced by population control, the government, again, spreading diseases and spreading killing people all over their body so that you go to the hospital, so you go to a group home, and then again, when you're older, the people that didn't heal or healed, they're in that retirement home now again, and they have these kinds of people running the places. Do you get it? It's not just the police force. It's not just crooked cops. It's, again, the leading cause of the global planet right now, of everything going wrong. It's just narcissism. It's that simple. It's these monsters that refuse to heal because they're weak cowards. They can't let anybody see them for themselves, their real self, because they don't know who they are. They've been lying since the beginning of time. They'll keep lying until they get on their deathbed, and then maybe one lie might come out. Oh, and then the plug will be pulled. They'll die. And then they're done because they just don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves, just like the government. So again, if you notice when you wake up in a spiritual awakening, I start to notice a lot more things. There's that bigger picture going on right in my home city. And again, it's the Truman Show for me, but it's not. Because I am the private investigator. I am the judge. I am the court, the what do you call it? What do you call it for my peace spawn today? Justice of peace. I'm going to be everything that nobody else is helping me with. So again, I am not the criminal. I am not the one on drugs. Because again, I am sober. I'm drug free. I'm celibate. And it's everything a narcissist can't be. Again, I just went out to grab a coffee. Again, they're in my ear with voice to skull. Somebody walks by me outside. Does that look like Kim Lynn? What do you think? So they know everything I'm doing. They're brain mapping the fuck out of me. And again, it would again be somebody again that would be stealing my manifestation. So brain mapping is taking away all of my manifestation since I was a kid. I was very much spiritually gifted. I am gifted. That's why I'm chosen. So again, I'm not one of those people going, I am chosen. No, I chose my fucking self because I was sick of these people. When I'm being isolated and trapped in my hometown and scalar weaponized right now with necromancy and more going on, I must be a pretty big deal, right? So, I mean, imagine if I was really cocky like them now. I'm 144,000. Oh my God, and talked like that. Then I could see why somebody would hate me because then I would be like them. But when you're a humble 718 on the timer, again, another real perpetrator in London, Ontario as well. Another guy that needs a restraining order, and he needs to be quite roughed up like he would do to women too, right? Again, somebody that would say, maybe next time I pick you up, you could suck my dick. And then again, that person would be hating me now. Number one, because I didn't suck their dick. Number two, because I didn't suck their dick. And number three, because I'm never going to suck their dick. And number four, I caught them for the person they are because I acknowledge my red flags. And I hope you do on your spiritual awakening as well. Because when we're sober, no one's ever going to fuck us over. And that's where the power comes back into your frame, your energy. Again, they're doing it in illegal ways for chosen ones, for targeted ones, harvesting energy, humiliation rituals, reactive abuse. 808 on the timer means my manifestations are actually coming in finally at 49 years old. Phone's getting really sore in my hand. Again, snapping my knees when I get up now to go to the bathroom. So that's a part of human trafficking. Scalar weapons are a part of human trafficking as well. And again, it's to take away your life force. It's to make you, again, in the dream state, they're putting drugs into your mind. Again, it's called hypnosis. I'm supposed to be a hypnosis instructor right now. It was one of my certificates I was getting before these guys interrupted me years ago on my journey. And again, I'm still stuck in London, Ontario, Canada, which is actually Lundump, Ontario, Canada. There's nothing good about it. The forest city isn't even making up for the grossness anymore. And quite frankly, I'm repulsed. Not by everybody in this city, but we know which ones. And I am going to run out of time, so I hope wherever you are on the planet today, you can listen to these frequencies I'm going to drop in there. And again, I'm not a